This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, guys.
We're on holidays at the moment.
Oh, I'm loving it.
And
Sick.
loving it.
We've gotten a collection of some of the finest work that we've done throughout the year. Oh, guys.
And then we padded it out with some rubbish.
Don't undersell it, no.
Yeah.
Don't undersell it.
And this, of course, being a live broadcast. Today's best bits are all about...
The best of hilarious stories.
Couldn't have said it better
Yeah.
myself.
Oh, my God. Right to the point you are.
Enjoy.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean.
It was the Emmys yesterday.
Yes. Well done to Perth-raised Murray
Yes.
Bartlett, who scored one for White Lotus.
Yeah.
His
Good
mum still
speech,
lives here.
actually,
It's
Murray.
lovely,
Good on
isn't
you.
Yeah, he's fantastic. God, some of the outfits they wear are stupid, aren't they?
They are. So,
I know that when you get to a certain point in
fashion.
fame, you can chuck anything on, and then like it's okay because you're famous. But I mean, sometimes someone has in your household has to say, "Hey,
Come on. You're not going out dressed like
can
that,
you
are
just
you?
come over to the mirror, just have a look at yourself.
Take one thing off.
You look like an
The
idiot."
dress.
Someone that looked amazing though was Jennifer Coolidge, and she won the most outstanding supporting actress for The White Lotus. She's absolutely brilliant.
She's
in
so
there.
good in it.
And this year they're being very aggressive, by the way, with the playoff music. If you go
Oh,
too
they're
long.
winding you up,
So
mate.
what they've actually done, which is really interesting, they've obviously gotten a list of the people that person would like to thank, and they put that on a scroll down the bottom.
Oh.
So those people get thanked if they don't let you get to it.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, Jennifer just won everybody over. I mean, she does they try to play her off with the music at the end, and you'll hear that. And just so you know, while that's happening, she just decides to dance without leaving the stage. But she had a few issues getting there. Had something go wrong that was unforeseen with her dress.
I just want to say, I took a lavender bath tonight, right before the show, and it made me swell up inside my dress. I'm having a hard time speaking. I'm not kidding. I just, thank you to my amazing team. Wait, hold on. No, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and I'm full. Wait. Hold on, wait. Jacob Fenton, a UTA, and Jonathan Weinstein, and Tiffany Kuzan at Mosaic. And my sister is here tonight. And wait, hold on one thing. Wait, hold on. Okay.
She just starts dancing.
It just goes to show, Jennifer, I wasn't a massive fan, but I loved her in The White Lotus.
For
But
people that
she's
know,
the same
that's
person.
Stifler's mum.
She's
Oh,
that's the
right.
character
See,
she
I couldn't
plays
pick-
in every
I don't
movie.
know her name.
Yeah,
I couldn't
that's
pick
the
her up.
same
That's the character.
I
That's her.
did see on the news
so
that
that's
she got a
Stifler's
run.
mum.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, and she's brilliant. And also, it's taken her how long to win a bloody
Yeah.
Emmy? Like, just let her speak.
And I mean, she's very
Yeah.
breathy because of the swollen body situation.
I know, so is that normal? That
I've never
lavender
heard
can
that
swell
lavender
a
baths
person's
have
body up?
That effect on you.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. No, it's certainly not in anything you read on there, but
No.
clearly she's allergic
Or
to it
maybe
in
she
some
just had a
way.
big breakfast and she's trying to blame it on the
But
lavender
isn't that
bath.
terrible, though? Like, say if it's the first time when someone goes, oh, you know what, Jennifer, I know you're a little bit on edge. A lavender bath really calms me calms me
relax
down.
you
You go,
down,
okay,
yeah.
no worries, never tried that. And then you try it and your body swells up before you go into the
And you've got one dress and you've got to wear it. Look out. Friend of mine, the day before his wedding day, so they're getting married on Sunday, on the Saturday, played footy and dislocated his ring finger. So he couldn't. So it was
couldn't
all
get the
couldn't
ring
get the ring
finger.
on. Couldn't get the ring
Ring
on. They
on.
had to put it on a different finger. I think they did. They used the other hand from memory. But yeah, it was like, is that a sign? Is that a sign?
Yeah.
Did it work? Did it work? Have that?
They're
have that
still
lasted?
married. They're still
Okay.
married. And years later, they're still married.
I
Now.
got super sunburnt the day before the school ball, and I went to
Were
the
you out for 5 minutes?
Seriously, I was out all afternoon coaching volleyball, and red raw. And then my cousin, who was a hairdresser at the time, said, I'll come in and we'll be able to do something for you at the hairdressers. And then this person had this cream, and I don't know what it was, but it was basically white. And she goes, here, this will dull down the redness. Anyway, it just made me Care Bear pink. So I wasn't red, but I was a really aggressive pastel pink.
Like a
It's just
slapped ass.
radiating
It's just
heat.
the photos are horrendous, and all the photos are just this aggressive pastel pink, and I'm just sweating because I'm so hot.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We are talking about what happened to you before the big event, inspired by Emmy Award winner Jennifer Coolidge, who had a lavender bath before the big event yesterday, and then swelled up, and her dress was way too tight.
Yeah, and she couldn't really breathe nor talk when she was giving her acceptance
It happens.
speech for her Emmy. Hi, Miriam.
you.
Hi,
Good,
good,
Miriam.
mate. All right, is this about your daughter?
Yes, it is. So my daughter was playing in her grand final. She had the hair all done up very pretty. she'd been to the beach the day before, got a bit of sunburn, and her lips were really, really dry, and she's licking her lips through the game, and one of the girls came up to her and said, here, borrow, take some of my pawpaw cream.
Yeah.
And she put the pawpaw cream on, went out there, and off she went to play netball, and she turned around and her lips had all swollen up, and she's just looking at us, and her hands are like, Mum, what the hell's happening? And we all started laughing on the side of the court because she'd had an allergic reaction to the pawpaw.
Yes.
And she sort of waved me off and said, I'll keep playing, but when it came to luckily it was at the end of third quarter, she said, no, she can't do it anymore because she was having trouble breathing, but we were still laughing
She
at
was
her
in
anyway.
anaphylaxis, and you're just going, that's funny, look at your lips.
Well, yeah, that was for free
Yeah,
too.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, toughen up, princess, you can keep going.
I know.
It's like,
yeah.
I can't breathe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once you can't see past your own lips, then
Yes,
that's the problem.
it is
so,
problematic.
Yeah.
I've got a quick lip story. Just my lips are cracked as anything today. I woke up this morning and I just decided in the dark to put some moisturiser on.
Yeah.
To do the same type of stuff. Okay.
Could have been anything.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So I put in the moisturiser. I didn't rub it in. I just put it on so it'd absorb in. And then I forgot and I walked into the IGR in Canning Highway. And then when I came back into my car and the light came on inside, I realised I've got all this.
Oh, looks like that's
on my
looks like you've got a side job down by the river, Sean.
I was like,
Sean
oh
will
my
be
God.
in hedge number 3 from the public toilets. Fellas.
Move on to Jess in Martin. Hi, Jess.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Jess.
What happened ahead of the big event, Jess?
So I'm a lifelong horse rider, and 2 days before my school ball,
Yeah.
my horse got startled, and it threw its head up and smacked me in the face with the back of his head.
Oh.
And so I went to the school. I mean, they did their best with the makeup, but I went to the school ball with a split and swollen lip, a swollen nose, and a black eye.
Oh,
Not
Jess.
many photos of that one, I'm guessing, Jess.
Yeah.
Is it hard to have a
photos.
good time in that situation? I'd imagine it would be, Jess. Do you sit in the corner a bit? You don't want to really get amongst it?
Yeah, it was a bit awkward, that's for sure, especially because my crush was there and
Yeah.
I really wanted to dance with him. And, awkward
fine.
No way.
17-year-old. Yeah, it wasn't great.
Not with your face beaten up.
No.
It would have been so great if it was the hoof, though. Who's that girl with the Diamante horseshoe-shaped pattern on her forehead? You would have just jazzed that up a bit.
Thanks, Jess. Susan City Beach, hello.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Hey,
Okay,
good,
so we're
Sue.
talking about something happening to you ahead of the big event. What happened?
Well, it wasn't actually me. It was my ex-husband who was going for a big board position at a very important mining company and had been called into this big important meeting with a whole board sitting there ready to interview him. But the night before, we'd had a beautiful dinner of butterfish and butterfish, when you eat it, tastes delicious, but it's very, very oily. And anyway, so he's sitting on this lovely cloth chair at this very fancy office, and he got a bit of a nervous urge to start.
Yes.
No.
So he
Sue.
slid out just a tiny little one that didn't make any noise
Yeah, yeah.
whatsoever.
Well, because it was
Squeeze one out.
oiled up. It couldn't be captured.
Very oily. And there was a great big oily patch on this very expensive
Oh, he shattered.
sitting room or chair, which we had to get up and then he had to move from that chair in his oiled up, so with the oily big patch on the seat of his pants.
Yes.
Go and sit in another cloth chair in another very expensive boardroom with this big oily patch and left an oily patch there.
Did he get the job?
Go back. He did. He did.
Jesus.
You know what? I wouldn't have hired him. I would have hired somebody that was in brine.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
We heard a few adventures of Amy, Tim and Ellie just trying to buy and sell things on Marketplace and Gumtree.
Telling me he's dreaming.
Yeah, it can be difficult
it
sometimes.
can be a bit of a minefield.
I guess the one for Amy is that she could make a quid out of it.
Yes, by modelling her feet to some creepy guy posing as a girl, wanting to buy her sandals. Lives in Averley. Hi, Liv.
Hello.
Hi, Liv.
All right, what happened when you were trying to sell something?
Okay, so yesterday we were going to buy one of my dream cars, a Jeep Wrangler.
Oh,
Yeah, righto.
I was so excited. We get there, everything's going great. Sign in the paperwork, we transfer over the money.
And then I step back and I'm like, what is that on the door?
Yeah.
And I take a closer look and scratched into my door.
Yeah.
And the black car is I love D.I.
So did you say? Did you put that in
It's a
there?
done deal. She's
Once it's
signed
And
it.
there was no go back. That was it. And she's
Yeah,
like, oh, I
whereabouts on the car is it?
on the door.
It was literally right on my driver's seat door. Like it's right there. There's no missing it.
Can you put it? Can you put it at the end? Like Cheney or something.
I think I'm hoping we
I
can
love
buff it out or
Janie.
something because it's pretty obvious.
Oh,
Or what about turn the D into an R? I love Rick
yeah.
and Morty
How come you didn't notice it the first time,
Yeah.
Liv?
because she's excited.
I think I was just so excited. I didn't look for any faults.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, didn't want to see them.
Liv. So what are you doing? What are you going to do with it? You're going to just get some little touch-up paint?
I think so. I'm hoping like my partner can buff it out or something. I don't know.
Buff that out. I heard they can be buffed out.
Thank you, Liv.
Liv.
Evie's in Eastwick Park. Morning, Evie.
Morning. How are you?
Oh,
Good evening.
Evie. Okay, what happened?
So I sold a $20 fish tank once upon a time. Put it on Marketplace on Facebook, and and I got a message from this guy, and he looked a bit sus. So I didn't really want to do one-on-one.
Yeah.
Give it to him one-on-one because I lived by myself at the time.
Oh, yeah, safe.
So I said to him, hey, like, you can either transfer or leave cash in the letterbox. And he said, okay, I'll leave cash. So I left it at my front door and whatnot, and he messaged me, yep, I've got the money in your letterbox, thank you so much. So the fish tank was only $20. I went in the letterbox and I had $40, and I was like, I'm not selling it, I'm keeping that.
Yeah.
And then about an hour later, I received a big bunch of flowers to my door. And I was like, I don't have a boyfriend or anyone that would send me flowers. So there was a little note,
Yes.
and it was like, too easy. Thank you so much for everything. You are gorgeous. I'm so sad I couldn't see you in person.
Oh.
There was something else. I don't remember what it said, though.
Yes.
And it was like, love your Gumtree admirer.
Love your gummy
Evie,
admirer.
in the movie, this is a great meet
Oh my
cute.
God! And
Oh
so
my
he
God.
must be gorgeous.
Yes, and so you're married now?
Oh, no. He was about 60.
Yeah.
He was married because I looked at his profile when he had kids.
Oh yes.
Yes. And I messaged him asking him, did you drop me off flowers? And he
Yes.
was like, please don't tell my wife. Please don't tell my
Please
kids.
don't tell my wife.
He's like, we can keep it MIA if you want.
MIA,
no
missing in
strings
action.
attached. Yep.
Oh wait, there.
Are you
so,
joking?
So the $20 was just
No.
a bit of a like, well done for being Evie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
No,
and
I
then
was-
throw
I
the
like
flowers
you.
onto it.
The good old I like you. I'm interested. $20.
And now
that
he's
you
your
give
sugar
someone.
daddy.
Oh, he wishes.
Oh my God. Evie,
Evie's hot property.
Evie,
Evie,
you
stop
do-
being so hot.
You do realise, Evie, he's been watching you ever since.
I was a bit scared. I've never blocked someone so fast in my life. I was a bit hesitant sleeping by myself in my own house.
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
bet.
You took that
that's
extra
not good.
$20 though, so
You did.
that's
Yep,
on you.
he bought your heart.
for $20.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
You're listening to Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Selling something via Marketplace or Gumtree, that kind of thing, can be a bit of a minefield. So can buying, to be
Yeah.
honest. So it goes both ways. We want to hear your misadventures. Gavin,
Gav.
hello.
Hi, my cousin. She was trying to sell her dining room set. So I said, no, you have to try Facebook Marketplace. Like, everyone wants stuff on there.
Yeah.
Yes.
She says, okay. So this woman was traveling, I'd probably say about an hour. She says, are you sure it's there at night? She says, yep, it's fine. I've got it here. It's all good. So this woman's probably traveling an hour to my cousin's house.
Yep.
And so my cousin had, placed it sort of outside by the house, so we're all ready for collection. And my little cousin was like, Mommy. And then she says, I think she's here. So she looks out the window, and this isn't the woman that was collecting it. And this woman at the same time was garbage collection in the area. So this random had just collected the entire dining room
Just
set,
took the
topped
whole
on
thing.
Trailer.
She took
And
it.
yeah, it's true. My auntie had to call and said, oh my God, I'm so sorry, how far are you? Someone has just collected the entire dining room set.
Not
Thinking it's
collected,
garbage
taken.
collection.
They took it.
Oh my God.
But Devon, do you know how far? Because some people can be sneaky, right? So the collection days, everyone puts it right on the curb, right?
Yes,
There's
yes.
piles.
It's
Yes.
on the verge.
Yeah.
How far from that to where you put the dining room table?
I would say it's quite like a line sort of a line sort of like driveway. So it's sort of like in between, not right on the edge. But I don't know what this one was thinking that it might have been Verge Collection. But she just
I think
said-
that's
So it
sneaky.
obviously wasn't put out for Verge Collection yet, but this woman thought she was going to swoop in before it was put out on the Verge.
Yeah, exactly. yeah.
And first
Just happened to have a trailer.
Devon,
at the
I love
time.
how funny you think it is. How much did your sister? How much was she going to make from it?
Hey?
How much
I'm
was-
not too sure though. I think it was probably like about 500 or 700. It's quite an
Yeah.
old set, but it was like a full,
It's a full
like
set,
a full
yeah.
dining room table
Yeah.
and everything.
Decent amount.
So
in market
I
book
was
too,
pretty
in
bad.
marketplace terms, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.